Man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows. You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
All right, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide, but Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermire Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers. The Crown Killer.
Addermire was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Mortimer Ramsey. the entitled son of entitled parents. The Duke's coup relied on a weasel like you. Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years? Addermire Institute's been there for a long time, but Hypatia wasn't around when I lived in Karnaca. As assassins go, the Crown Killer was messy, vulgar. The Duke wanted people afraid. Sokolov always seemed ageless. Not now. With that watchtower, the only way to get to Addermire is through the carriage station. Sokolov's style. It's Delilah. I miss listening to old Anton Sokolov and his travel stories. He even explored Pandyssia.
Must I say, Your Imperial Majesty? I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Crystal years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good. Before and after the Red Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestone smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
I'd take you to Addermire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Thank do I. At least I have a job, which is more than he can say.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
Which ship is that out there?
I'll get the cigar.
You know the skipper?
Wanna buy one? Yes!
Hello there.
A full day's work. Oh, that's all right. How would she know?
Nah, not this time.
In the Duke's absence,
told
I
her
have
if
the
you want my
following
advice.
announcement. Just pay them on. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former emperor.
Hey, come here. I have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and that mask tells me you're someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermire Institute. Can you help?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
You want me to bring you a corpse? What's the story there?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll consider it. An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
I'll take that deal. Glad we could do business. You won't regret it. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
Why cover your face? Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Crowning of our new Empress Delilah Caldwin I, and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of...
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Look at him. He's in on it.
What was your cut, Famous? Gutless merchants are all the same. Hands out, begging and whining.
Tell the truth for once, you lying coward. What did you make on this, Marvin?
Hello.
Fellow Circonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This year's bloodfly concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter
I am being hunted by half the people in the Empire. Part of me welcomes the fight if they find me.
You gave me no choice.
Please?
I can smell the stench of the void. There's something perverse in this place.
I've seen cities go bad before. Smelled the rot. So have you. 15 years ago in Dunwall. Did you miss it? That year that made you who you are? Don't deny it. Rats in the cradle, black smoke rising from burning bodies, an entire city crying out. Now it's happening again. Welcome back. Welcome home. People like you and the Crown Killer are a part of places like this.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This
to...
area is restricted.
What's the matter? You saw something?
Huh? What?
A young girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. She looked up at me, and asked what shrines to the outsider could be found across the Isles. She affected a look of innocence, but beneath it I saw guile. My suspicions arose at once, and I questioned her sharply. She crept back to that place, and there in the cellar she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burned low. They will rise some small trinkets of bone, devouring everything wherever they go, left by those within the outsider's wicked cabal. Those cursed figures who hunt and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. The girl was taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal. Her corruption to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so,
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes at each enclave. Here in the city, for instance. Instead, they're made in a few locations, kept from us, and shipped out.
It seems heretic's body is far worse to have the knowledge of construction material the situation. We'll wait for the vice overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He'll send someone else, maybe Overseer Kendala. Until then, we stay where we are.
Will the heretic's corpse attract blood flood?
Where did you disappear to? Assemble them.
Someone there.
Hello? Dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed. Fight against the supernatural.
Search the whole place. I don't have time for that. Hello?
That's Mindy Blanchard.
If that was a rat, it was a fat one.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Discipline to the muddiest ditch of disgrace. That is his tale.
We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so the others will not lose their way.
Come on. Hey, you got it. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
You said you had a trick for getting closer to Addermire.
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
All right, then. This is goodbye.
cold, lifeless ocean. That we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us free into the night.
I will ask again today if this is truly her chosen path. I can only hope the outsider hasn't gotten to her first. Huh?
That's it. The electricity is off.
I told Miss Lucia Pastor that they wouldn't let us take the carriage. Addermire is closed to the public.
We'll have to try again.
Addermire Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
I could transfer you to the Dust District if you're looking for action, Sergeant.